A very good afternoon to one hour. Today I am going to explain the model number 3 error control system, lecture 15, types of error control codes. Before going to this lecture, I am take a review of previous lecture. So in previous lecture module 2, from lecture number 9 to lecture number 14, we discuss about the information theory and source coding, the block diagram, subsystem description of digital communication system, then measurements and its property, entropy and its property, mini source coding, Shannon source coding theorem, Shannon-Fano source coding theorem, Huffman coding source coding theorem, differential entropy, joint and conditional entropy, mutual information, channel capacity, as well as first one, that is a channel coding theorem and channel capacity theorem. In this lecture, we are going to the concept how to error the in digital communication system. So let us contents today's lecture: introduction, need of the error control coding, types of error control coding techniques, then classification of the codes, classification of the errors, error detection techniques, error correcting techniques, drawback of coding techniques, classification of the error correcting codes, types of error control, types of linear block codes, definition related to the very important in exam point of view, overview of the error control coding techniques, automatic repetitive request, forward error correction, which is to be studied in further, transmission error, power and bandwidth of channel and error detection methods, cyclic check. So this is a basic block diagram which is to be seen in module 2. So whenever the data is transmitted from transmitter to receiver, that time the source coding is done through the either Shannon-Fano coding, mini source coding theorem, or Shannon-Fano source coding theorem. So when the data is traveled from transmitter to receiver over a channel, there is some noise will be added, and this noise will be cause an error due to the transmission of data. So how to recover the data and to avoid the error? So there is a need some coding technique which to be avoid a error over a channel. So coding theory is one of the most important and direct application in information theory. It can be subdivided into two groups: source coding theory and channel coding theory. Source coding theory we already studied in module number 2. By using statistical description of the data, information theory quantifies the number of bits needed to be describe the data, which is also mentioned in second chapter, which is the information theory of source. Coding theory sometimes is called algebraic coding theory, deals with the design to error correcting the codes for the reliable transmission and information across the noisy channels. It makes the use of classical and modern algebraic techniques involve finite fields, group theory and polynomial algebra. It has connection with other area, discrete mathematics, especially number of theory and theory experimental designs. So this is about the introduction of the coding theory. Now we will see what is the need of error control coding. In digital communication, error introduced during the transmission of a data from transmitter to receiver, and this error is generated due to the noise or some other reasons. That is also called crosstalk. Then reliability of a data transmission will be served effect due to these errors. In order to improve the reliability and performance or efficiency of a data transmission, the designer will be have increased the signal power or reduce the noise spectral density, n is the noise spectral density, as maximize the signal to noise ratio. Reduce the required transmitted power, also there is a reason, and size of the antenna. So purpose of enable to receiver to detect and even correct the errorism in transmitted data. So this is the need why error control coding is required. Then we see the types of error mostly occur in digital communication. So single bit error. So whenever data is transmitted from transmitter to receiver, only one bit will be corrupted due to noise. That type of error is called as a single bit error in a data stream. Multi-bit bit error. Whenever data is transmitted from transmitter to receiver, two or more bits in a data stream can be corrupted due to the noise. That type of error is called as a multi-bit error. And burst error. Two or more consecutive bits in the data stream are in error when transmitted from transmitter to receiver in data stream. So two or more bits will be corrupted due to the noise. That type of error is called as a burst error. So these are the most common types of error which will be occur in digital communication whenever the data is transmitted over a channel due to the noise. Then types of the coding theory. There are the two types of coding theory. One is the source coding theory and second one is the channel coding theory. That is also called as a data compression, which we will see in chapter 2 or module 2, and error correction, that is channel coding, we will see in chapter or module number in current chapters. So data compression means source coding. There are the two formulation of compression of the data. The data will be lossless data compression. The data must be reconstructed exactly as it is. That is called as lossless data compression. And lossy data compression, which allocates the bit needed to be reconstructed data within a specified field level measure distortion function. This subset of information theory is called as a rate distortion theory. So this is related to the source coding. Error cutting codes, that is called as a channel coding. While the data compression is removed, such as redundancy as possible, and error correcting codes are added just to write the kind of redundancy. So error correction is needed to transmit the data efficiently and faithfully across the noisy channel. So error correcting codes are very essential in the terms of channel coding. So whenever the data is transmitted over a channel, a noisy channel, or simply a noise will be added on a channel, that time we require error correcting codes. So classification of these codes in the following: error detecting, error correcting, or error correction techniques. Classification of the errors. Some also we will see the content error. The errors in a content message introduced due to noise during transmission, which is C, single bit error, multiple bit error, or burst error. And flow integrity error, missing a block of a data, or data is lost in network, or data delivered to the wrong destination, that is in the form of packets. Error detection techniques. There are the three: parity checking, checksum error detecting, and cyclic redundancy check. Error correcting techniques based on generation of the code word at the transmitter, and code words contain the data bits and check bits. That is this error correcting techniques are based on generation of the code word in the transmitter, as well as the code contains words in data bits or check bits. So what are the drawbacks of this coding theory? Increase the transmission bandwidth because the addition of the extra bits, and increase the complexity of communication system. So that are the two drawbacks of this coding theory. Now we have classification of error correcting codes. First one is the block codes. There is no memory is required. So it consists of n, k block codes generated when channel encoder accepts the information successive k bit block, and the end each block n comma k parity bits, n minus k parity bits are added and which contains no information in terms of the redundant bits. So we can form the block code. This is a structure for the block code which is having code word length is n. So k number of message bit and n minus k is the parity bits and total length of this code word is n bits. Then second type of the error correcting codes are the convolution codes. Here the code words are generated by the discrete time convolution and input sequence with the impulse response. The encoder, unlike the block codes, the channel encoder accepts the message and containing continuous sequence generate the continuous sequence of encoded bits at the output. So there is a memory will be represented with this. So message code plus impulse response. So output is consist of input message plus impulse response. That is the structure of your convolution code. So these are the two types, and difference will be asked in terms of block codes and convolution codes. So one difference, there is a no memory and there is a memory is required. So also we see in details to how to solve these block codes and convolution codes. Another classification of the codes, linear codes, non-linear codes. A linear codes have the unique property when any two codes words are to be added by arithmetic modulo 2 operation, the third code will be produced, which is also a code. If which is not a case, if this property is not satisfied, when two codes are linear codes added and which is produced a third code which is not satisfied this property, that type of code is called as a non-linear codes. So this is the another classification of codes, linear and non-linear codes. Type of error controls. So how to error control will be done. So first one is a automatic request for the retransmission. In this method, the receiver can request to retransmit the complete or part of the message requiring the additional channel called as feedback channel. Forward error correction. No feedback channel is available for the forward error correction. This is to be remembered. In coding theory, the linear code is also error correcting codes for which any linear combination code word is also a code word. So if we add two codes by arithmetic two modulo operations or XOR operation, we will generate third code that is called as nothing but a linear code. Linear code are traditionally partitioned into block codes and convolution codes. So linear codes are again classified into block codes and convolution codes. Although the turbo codes can be seen in a hybrid of these two types, linear codes allow the more efficient encoding and decoding algorithm than the other, that is syndrome decoding, which will be seen next lecture. In coding theory, the block codes are comprised large and important family of error correcting codes and then the encode data in blocks. Example of the block codes: Reed-Solomon codes, Hamming codes, Hadamard codes, expander codes, Gole codes, Reed-Muller codes. These are the examples of linear codes, hence they are called as the linear block codes. So the types of the linear block codes: cyclic codes, the most popular. Hamming codes with the dimension 7,4, repetition of the codes. Parity codes, polynomial codes, that is called as a BCH code. Reed-Solomon codes, algebraic geometric codes, Reed-Muller codes, perfect codes, single parity check bit codes, repeated codes, Hadamard codes, extended code, and your Gole codes. These are the examples of linear block codes. Under the category of linear code, they are classified into two types: linear block codes and your convolution codes. Some important definition which is to be very important in exam point of view is this will be asked in exam question paper, Mumbai University in digital communication for 1 mark, or contains some basic definitions each and every time in question sub question, question 1 or question 2. Code word. The code word is a n bit encoded block of the bit. It contains the message bit and parity bits, which is or redundant bits. So parity bits is also called as the redundant bits. So the code word is a n-bit encoded block of a bits. It contains combination of this code word, message bit plus parity bits or redundancy bits. Block length. The number of bits n after coding is known as the block length. Code rate. Code rate is defined as the ratio of number of message bit divided by the total number of bits in a code word. That is called as a code rate. This is a formula which is to be remembered. Then code vector. An n-bit code word can be visualized is a dimension space in a vector whose element coordinate are the bits in a code word. So this is called as a code vector. So code word, block length, code rate, code vector. These are some important definitions to be asked related to the error control codes. Hamming distance. It is the distance between two codes expressed in the number of locations which is their respective elements, or we can say that the non-zero elements in a code word. So number of ones which is to be present in a given code, that is called as a Hamming distance. Hamming weight. It is defined as the number of non-zero elements in a code word, that is called as a Hamming weight. So Hamming distance and a Hamming weight are nothing but the same. So code efficiency, it is defined as the ratio of message bit to the number of transmitted bit per block, that is called as a code efficiency. Code efficiency is equal to the code rate. So minimum distance, it is defined as the smallest Hamming distance between the any pair of code vector is called as the code. So these all definitions will be useful while solving the sum or numerical basic on the linear block codes or convolution codes. So this is an overview of error control coding techniques. Error control coding techniques: forward error correction, automatic repeat request, and hybrid ARQ. Concerning concealment error, linear error correcting codes. So linear error correcting codes, block codes, convolution codes, self-orthogonal codes, trial error codes, and recursive systematic codes. Then block codes, BCH code, Reed-Solomon code, and Hamming codes. So this is the biggest classification of error control coding techniques. So there is a question will be asked: how many error will be detected and corrected by any code? So this is a criteria to detect up to S error per word. So D minimum is a minimum Hamming distance, okay, and S is the error which is to be detected. So D minimum is greater than or equal to S plus 1, whereas is the capacity of to be detected error, and corrected, that is denoted by T. So corrected error up to per words, T minimum is greater than or equal to 2T plus 1. So total capacity of correcting and detecting of any code word or any code word or per word, so that is D minimum is equal to T. D minimum is greater than or equal to T plus S plus 1. So this is a formula is very important while solving an example, numerical example. This question will be asked mostly in Mumbai University question papers. So we see the automatic repeat request. Here, when error is detected, the request is made to retransmission of the signal. So feedback channel is necessary for this retransmission. It is different from the forward error correction system following three aspects. Less number of check bits are required to increase the efficiency or code rate. For the ration of n minus n comma k block codes, additional hardware is implemented for the feedback is path required, but rate forward transmission needs to be made allows for the backward repeat transmission. So these are the automatic repeat requests. How to perform operation of automatic repeat request? For each message signal, the input encoder produces a code word which is stored in temporary at the encoder output and transmitted over a forward transmission channel. At the destination, decoder decodes the signal, gives the positive acknowledgement. If the negative acknowledgement is received respectively, though no error, and if the positive acknowledgement is getting, then there is no error for sending a data. If negative acknowledgement is received, that time the error will be detected. On the receipt of negative acknowledgement, the controller retransmit the appropriate word stored in the buffer. So there is a memory is required for the ARQ operation. Then operation of ARQ, the bit rate return transmission involving acknowledgement and negative acknowledgement transmission path lower compared to the bit rate. Forward transmission decreasing the probability of return transmission as value. So negative. So there is a three existence type of ARQ system: stop and wait ARQ, go back N ARQ, and selective repeat ARQ. These are mostly used in digital communication or computer communication networks. Then forward error correction techniques. In digital modulation, where the discrete source generates the information in the form of binary, the channel encoder accepts the message bits and add the redundancy bit and leaving them to a higher bit rate on our transmission. Channel decoders use the redundancy bit to check the actual data is errorless transmitted message. So this is in block diagram: discrete source, channel encoder, discrete channel, noise will be added, channel decoder, and destination. So when the noise is added, the error will be generated and the bit will be corrupted. So transmission errors, there are the two types of error, mostly with random error or burst error. Random error are those errors which are purely in a random manner. Example, BCS code are very helpful to dealing with the sort of error. Burst error occur in the form of punches or packets, not independent. The conversion code are not effective to solve this error. So linear log codes are very helpful to find out the burst error. Interleaving, it is a technique which is used to alternate to correcting the burst error. How to power and bandwidth are related to this. So let input data rate be is bits per second. In forward error correction encoder converts this into code word at rate. B is the bits and R is the information rate. So the information symbol modulator converts the encoder output. M possible symbols constellation having symbol rate is equal to R is equal to B into KR. This is called as a baud rate output. The minimum system bandwidth required, that is B equal to RS. So B divided by KR into H. So this is the bandwidth which is measured in hertz. B is the number of bits, K is the number of message bit, and R is the your information rate. So from this we can calculate the minimum system bandwidth which is required for the successful transmission. So bandwidth efficiency. So bandwidth efficiency is eta is equal to B is equal to divided by RS, which is K into R, or R equal to log to the base 2 M bits. So bits per hertz. So number of arrays, M is the number of arrays for PSK. A band limited channel, they have finite fixed bandwidth signals requiring the larger bandwidth, therefore cannot transmit it over this channel without the distortion. So whenever this efficiency of channel is very high in channel coding, that formula is very required. Power limited channel, they have limited power associated with them, the large bandwidth with satellite channel, therefore the possibility to accommodate forward error correction even with increasing the rate. Then error correction detection techniques. So error correction is only possible if the error is detected. So in the code words, there are existing many methods for error detection. Most popular is parity checking, checking some error detection, cyclic redundancy checks. So most popular methods for the error detection: parity check, check some error detection, and cyclic redundancy check. So once we can see here, an additional bits are appeared while existing in message bit known as the parity bit. As the result, addition of this extra bit resultant word now will have either even parity or odd parity. After receiving the word from the receiver, it will be count the number of ones. If the number of ones are occurred in perfect, that is called as even parity. In terms, if the number of ones in odd number, then called as odd parity. the number of ones code word will be have either ones or odd. If it is known the parity, the receiver message is always going to even and odd. This case may be, and if the received signal does not tally with the expected result, then presence of an error will be detected. What are the limitations of this method? That is, can only detect an odd number of error. Also, it is unable to locate the position of error. So this is a drawback or disadvantage of parity checking methods. Checksum error detection. For a burst error, the parity checking method is not useful. So hence there is checking some method to apply. Hence checksum transmitted every block data bytes 8 bits. Here 8-bit accumulator is used to add 8-bit block data to find the checksum and carries the most significant bit discount while finding the some parity or some bytes. The transmission of a data is followed transmission of checksum byte with the regenerated receiver separately to adding the receiver bits. So when the error will be in a communication system or digital communication system, that time it consists large numbers, means more than one. That time this checksum error detection method is very useful. So by checksum transmitted, there is a 250 to 1 chance to detecting the random error. Then cyclic redundancy check. The concept of parity checking is extended to detection correction of single error by arranging the data blocks in rectangular matrix. This will be lead to set the parity bits with longitudinal redundancy check or vertical redundancy check. In longitudinal redundancy check, one row is taken up at a time and counting the number of ones in parity bits until the achieve even parity. Here the number of checking message block complete character known as the block check character is add end of the block and information which may be even or odd parity. So here we use the odd and even parity formulation. So this is an example for to check. Then we go to the vertical redundancy check. Here the VRC use the ASCII code for individual alphabet consider arrange vertically and counting the number of ones parity bits and adjust the achieve even parity. Single error is any bit will be result non-corrected LRC in row and non-corrected VRC in column. So bit which is common for both row and column the in bit, then the limitation is through can detect multiple errors but capable to correct only single error. So multiple errors is not suitable to locate the position of an error. So in square box, the next table is the bit error is evident from the inner race to result both LRC and VRC columns. So this is an example of CRC. So there is a error will be occur. So this is an row wise, this is an column wise. So this is the method for VRC. So what are the advantages of LRC or VRC? A single error can be detected and corrected. Double and even triple errors can be detected, cost increasing complexity. Checksum bits are 8-bit character parity bits which is can appended to data bits. So checking group bits are called checksums. So some bits which will be added, that is also called as parity bits or checksum bits. So we can, in this lecture we have seen the various combination of bits, error control techniques and their classification, error types and how to this remove. In next lecture we are going to the linear block codes and its numerical base on. So this exam point of view, this chapter is very important. Please kindly concentrate on this chapter. So we can stop here. Thank you.